Welcome back, everybody. Today's video replay is me playing in my P.43, the Tier 5 Italian medium tank, and we're on the map of Westfield. Now, Westfield is basically set up in three parts. There's the top part, the CDE 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 zones, which are for heavies and tank destroyers. They've got the lower K line for mediums, and sometimes the lights like to go play in the Center Valley area over G89. So being in a medium tank, I prefer, when I'm starting on this side of the map, to go straight up to about J6, I believe it is. Just up here, you see there's a bush just to my left here that overlooks the valley, and sometimes like tanks like that M10, which is on the other side of the ridge, can spot other guys camping over near the destroyed bridge. So this bush is just over to the left here. You'll see me park in it in just a second. Now, as you can see, we've got quite a nice deployment, which is pretty standard. You get some lights and mediums going up the K line. Heavies and tank destroyers are fighting over in the 3-4 line there, which is fine. It's the way it works. So here's this bush here. I'm going to park in this bush and sit here and hope I can spot or be given targets to shoot. So there's a Chinu, just on the other opposite end there. So I'm going to zoom in, take a couple shots at him. So he's dead already. Now, the P.43, being at Tier 5, is not a really good tank. It's not bad, but it's not great. It's slow maneuverability. Ooh, there's an M4 right out in the open. Let's put a shot in him. It's not super maneuverable, like fast or whatever, but it's not bad. As you can see, the aim time on it is pretty slow, as you saw when I was aiming in on that M4, and I might get another shot here. The shell velocity is also very low, so as you can see, the shells take quite a bit of time to land. So it's not the greatest tank. It's armor, it's a medium tank, so it doesn't have a whole lot of armor, but you're not trading shots with people, you're mostly just doing what you can. So there's an ELC biz over there, just on the other side of this little hill by the enemy spawn there. And then we can see we've got a whole bunch of tanks pushing in towards him to try and either spot him or shot him, shoot him. And he decides to YOLO down the hill. I somehow leaded his shot there and managed to hit him. And he, I guess, got scared by that and bailed off the cliff and blew up. Now our PZ4H got blown up by the other enemy PZ4, and I can see now that our heavies, if you look at the map on the 3-4 lines there, have all but collapsed except for the KV1. So I'm going to pull back a bit and go to defend the base, because that's never a bad decision. When you see that one flank is folding, it's usually good to go back and defend. So I'm moving myself through cover using these trees and bushes on this back K line here to make sure I am concealed. And I'm just going to have to be patient until something decides to show up within my spotting range. Now, as I said, this tank is not great, but it's also not terrible either, as you'll see later on in this match, but it does have its downfalls, and I think the shell velocity is its biggest downfall. Maneuverability wise, I don't know. Being speedy is handy at times, but also being a little slower helps you from just driving straight in and dying. So right now I'm moving up this slope here, thinking I was going to get some spots or have to go spot those heavy tanks, but then I've decided that maybe not a good idea, seeing as there's 3 of them, the KV-222, the KV-1, and the S-35CA, all sitting right up there. It's a good chance I will get destroyed pretty darn quick. And as you can see, the ELC biz has told me to fall back, so I'm going to fall back again, back to the K line, now that the KV1, KV-220, and the KV-1, second KV-1 are all now closing in on our lone KV-1 on that front. Try a snapshot, but as you can see, that aim was not very good at all, and I've now pulled back into the bush, and that KV-1 over there on the F1 spare space is just entering my range. He was tracked, and I tried leading him, not realizing he was tracked, so I put a second shot into him. Wow, is that shell velocity slow. PZ4 pulled up right to the middle there. He puts a shot into me, knowing that I'm there because I was spotted, and then he, for some reason, goes after the Biz. So I put 1 shot, 2 shots, and finish him off there. And now I'm going to quickly relocate to somewhere else while staying in cover because there is 3 arty in this match. So it's, if you sit still for too long, it's a sure way to get killed. KV1 up on the ridge there was last spotted, and the ELC is going to go spot him, but for some reason I don't know what I was thinking, but I'm just going to aim here in this direction for the next 30 seconds or so and watch the ELC Biz. You can watch him on the map. He spots the KV1 just up that little slope and gets killed, and I continue to look at this spot on the map. Not sure why. I guess I wasn't paying attention to the map very much there. So here he gets killed. I aim in. Man, that aim time is slow. Put a shot in, I hit his upper structure and miss, and put another shot into him, but the M41 HMC takes him out before. So right now the score is tied 10-10. We got a medium, me, a light, and 3 artillery, where the enemy team has a TD, a light, and 3 artillery as well. So tied game. Now we wait, because I don't know where any of the other tanks are going to be. But I'm deciding to go back up to my bush up on the slope to see if maybe the Leopard is pushing across. But then the S-35 CA gets spotted over by artillery, and I know that if I lose artillery, this game is going to die, or this game is going to end pretty darn quickly. So I try a snapshot on the S-35 and miss, and he's gone behind cover of the building. We've lost 1 artillery already. I've got to get there as fast as I can, and of course, this tank not being as fast as some other tanks, it makes it quite difficult. So the M41 takes a shot there and misses, and the S-35 will then take him out because he's been spotted. So as I close in, I was like, you know what? My tracks are damaged, I better repair it. It gives me a little bit more speed. So I'm trying to close in on the S-35. I know he's behind that house. He hasn't moved anywhere. He's waiting for the leaf blower. He comes out. I take a shot and hit his gun barrel. What? He takes a shot and misses. I hit him in the front armor and it does not penetrate. Try another snapshot on his lower track wheel, but it does not hit. Instead it hits the dirt. So I know his reload is probably slower than mine, and he's tucked in behind the building and he's only can point one direction. Now the Leopard has been spotted coming down the slope. The S-35 is there. He takes a shot, hits me and misses, or sorry, bounces. He's got a long reload. I go in and take 1 shot, face hug him on the side, take a second shot, and now get out of dodge because that Leopard is coming as well as the arty. Leopard's firing HE for some reason, so he hits the building. He hits me with no damage, tracks me. I put a shot into him. He's on a long reload. Arty's tracks him, put 1 shot into him. He repairs, and boom! Finish him off for 50 damage. I'm now up to 1,080 damage with a 300 blocked damage thanks to that Leopard firing HE for some reason. Maybe he ran out of normal. So enemy artillery shot, missed everything. So now it's 2 versus 3. Me and French artillery, the leaf blower, against three other SPGs. So I think the advantage is us. Now it depends, of course, if I get spotted or not. Because if I get spotted, depends on how fast I can move and how fast they shoot. I could be dead pretty easily. So my thought is to go cap. And the easiest route to go cap is down the center line. Happen to spot the bishop moving in. Put 1 shot in. He misses with his short range gun. 2 shots into him. Now I'm climbing the hill, so I'm slow. Leaf blower takes him out, and I take a big shot from the enemy leaf blower, setting me on fire, so I quickly put that out. I'm now down to 139 hit points. I'm pretty much a 1 shot from another direct hit. Another arty blast. Misses. So now we're down to 2 versus 2, and I'm a 1 shot pretty much for anything that shoots me. If the arty hits me. If they splash me, I'll take some damage, but I can't die. But if they track me, could be the end of the game for me. Now I believe I remember seeing an arty shell come from this direction, so I'm going to climb this hill. I'm not sure though. But I do know that one of the artillery was last spotted over in B0, so going over in that direction might not be the best idea. So I'm going to try climbing this hill here to see if I can get some good viz. Thinking that they're over in A45. or A0, B0. A little bit hesitant to go up this hill because I don't know what I'm going to find. I don't have good gun depression, so cresting this hill and there's an arty right there. He could just kill me in one shot. Not something I'm looking forward to. I'm up to 1300 damage, which is nice, and 126 assist damage from having that bishop get killed. So here we go, just gonna crest the hill. I'm gonna look around because arty could be anywhere, and I spot the enemy leaf blower on the other side of the hill. So I've got this metal bar here. I try to take a shot, I get spotted, so I fall back. Leaf blower incoming shot. Oh, and he tracks me for 127 damage, leaving me on 12 hit points. But our friendly artillery was on the game and took him out, leaving us 2 versus 1 with just the enemy SPG left. I'm still thinking cap because you never know. He could be anyway. He could be sitting over in E1 right now, and it would just be a waste of time to run around the map looking for him. So I'm going to head for the cap to see if I can get in there and survive. But I happen to spot him again. SU-122A cresting the hill. One shot into him, and auto lock, and take him out. I don't know how that one hit, but it did. And there we go. Game over. And that was my Mastery Badge Ace tanker in the P.43 Italian medium tank. 5,045 experience and 21,000 credits earned for the match. Alright everybody, thank you for watching that video. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you again next week.